Crystals are very powerful, man. I always carry my crystals with me wherever I go, right? All the time. And I've noticed something about when people talk about crystals. It's not always the full information about what crystals can actually do. It's from a limited information, or all the information about crystals has been hidden away from you guys, right? Remember, those who are able to know everything about the ancient time, they'll take that information and create history and control it, and they'll make sure that they give you limited information about it. It's only few people, like when I get tapped in with this rose quartz, which I want to talk about today, I'm able to regenerate its energy to the point that I live inside of this world and understand how to use it entirely. It's only few people that are able to do that. And most of the time, when one person merges with this crystal or whatever crystal you might be using at that time, you are able to intercept into this world crystal. It's only few people able to do that, man. But it gets even interesting. Right? It gets even interesting, man, because crystals are technology. As you guys know this, right? Crystals are technology, man. You have to know this today. The reason why today you have your phone, your what you call your smart television and all of that is because of these crystals. Because crystals are technology. That is why when you have a crystal, you have to reprogram it, right? Reprogram it by putting it close to your heart or to your first eye and give it the intention. Because a lot of you guys carry crystals, but they're not programmed. The phone that you're carrying is programmed. You can't have something that is technology based without you having to put an intention what it needs to do. And you must understand that each and everything that is technology has a consciousness. But the question is, whose consciousness? To give you an example, when you think about something, the moment you go on TikTok or to Google search, you start to think about something first. It's most likely that it will be the first thing that comes up when you open your phone. Why? Because all the crystals that are inside of your technology, when you have to actually foresee this happen right in front of you, your phones or anything that will actually respond in an image or information or a sound, what you are thinking about, it will correlate with your consciousness, because what you're carrying there is also a particle of a consciousness. But now the difference is there's different particles of those crystals, right? Just merging as one to have that communication for you. That is a program. Before you can even search for what you actually want to search for on TikTok or whatever platform that is most likely to respond with an information, definitely, man, it has got you, because the algorithm already has picked up that this is what you're actually looking for, right? It is like a telepathic information, the telepathic communication that you're doing with that technology. And you'll be like, damn, I thought about this, and the first thing that actually appeared was off it. Like, never ignore that, man. Never ignore that. So the rose quartz is very powerful. Remember, the rose quartz is like a protector and a shield for love, or for you to connect like the greatest love that you want to have with somebody. Might be a group of people, a family member, your partner. But you can literally like program this crystal, right, with an intent to have people show pure love towards you. Literally like pushing all there is that is fake love, right? You want nothing but positivity and a protection. This lets you like protect the love that you might have. Like, you might actually say that you might program this stone to be like, I want my partner and I to continuously love one another, and for this stone to protect our love from anything that is actually external, right? When you program the stone, definitely, man, it will assist you with that. That's how you're programming it, right? Because it's technology, man. See, the crystal, man, is living. It is alive, right? I know you guys, some of you ask where this crystal is coming from, and they've always been. You had like tall crystal towers that fell, that today we have all these crystals. Some of them, they had to actually dig them out from the ground, because when they fell, they got to be buried underground, right? That is why some of the crystals have to be actually mined. But nowadays they create fake crystals, like your crystals that is like glass, man. Some of you guys are carrying crystals that are glass, right? You have to actually, like, if you don't feel any connection with the crystal, just know that it is fake. Because even though you might look at a color, if whether or not, because I see videos people talking about if this color, bro, they're getting you again, man. That's another thing. If you buy into the fact that if I see this color, then it's real or not, man, chances are the color can be as pure as it has to be, like, but it's still yet fake, nothing but a glass. They can perfect that, man. Like when you buy a crystal, you have to connect with it. If you're not feeling any connection with it, it's two things. It's either you're not like having, like, you're not supposed to actually have a bond with this crystal because something negative might happen to you, or whenever you try to connect with it, it's not actually working, right? It's not actually, you're not feeling anything. You have to feel something when you're holding a crystal, man. When you're meditating with it, or focusing your intent, or when you program it, you have to see that it's actually giving you the very same energy you asked it to provide for you, right? And the more you interact with your crystals, I've been saying this, the more you interact with your crystals, they become powerful. You don't just buy a crystal and then put it away. You have to work with it every single day, man. Even if it means that you have to hold it like this. Just meditate. Cleanse it, man. Purify it. It loves that. Because all of these crystals, man, they love consuming energy. And if this crystal is all about love, you can actually put it around information or a book that talks about love, that protects your love, that gives you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding about love, right? If you're having a crystal that is able to consume information, you take it and put it on your laptop. That's how you're able to recharge it. All the time, man, you have to try to recharge your crystal. By all means, bury them under the ground for 7 days. Put them in the sea salt for 7 days, water for 7 days, and then don't let anybody touch your crystals, by all means, because the moment you do that, all of the intent will actually shift away, and that crystal will never work for you unless if you cleanse it and reprogram it. I don't care if it's your girlfriend, your mother, your sister, your partner, your ride or die, never let anybody touch your crystal. Crystals are photon energy, right? Photon energy. There's fire in them. There's soul. See, this is a soul. When you look at it, like when you look at a crystal, it is the soul particle, the whole of it, right? It is able to communicate with you, especially when you know how to use crystals. You get what I'm saying? It is able to communicate with you. When you have more communication with your crystals and give them intention how to actually provide that energy for you, they become more strong and powerful, man, right? They become more powerful, like strong. Like you have to treat them like as your toys, not something which you're gonna just have and put it away. You have to like treat them as your toys. I'll give you an example. People always ask, Ra, how do you grow your hair if you want it to actually grow so quick and very big? But be careful if you want to do this, because you'll actually see the result, especially if you have your locks on. It works best when you have your locks on. So the best crystal to grow your hair quick is using the clear quartz. First of all, you want to put the intention, right? Put it on your forehead or closer to your heart. As you're closing your eyes, you're imagining the words which you're going to speak within to say that I am programming you to help grow my hair naturally, right? That's the intention. You're not just speaking those words. You like use your imagination. You're putting your imagination inside of the crystal. That is how you program it. Because remember, when they program a computer or a phone, they have to actually type in the words and give it like indication what it needs to actually do whenever this happens, how it has to react, right? That's how they program the technology. If it is if it's not programmed well, they reprogramming it. Okay, that's the very same thing that you're doing. If your crystals are not programmed well, you have to reprogram it again. But for you to actually like be excellent in it, you have to cleanse it first by erasing each and every memory it had before, or a different intent, before you can actually store a new one. That's when now you're reprogramming it. It works best. You clean it first and reprogram it after that. Then it will start working for you. So when you're done programming it to help you grow your hair, literally like just put it on your head like this and start doing your meditation, right? I don't know, there's something itching here. I think it might be this. You start putting you start doing your meditations. I'm telling you, you will see the result immediately. It won't be so big, but you literally tell that, okay, my hair just like it actually added another length. It's so weird, right? Because you see your locks, they communicate with you, man. They will literally tell you that, hey, I'm here now, right? Like these are like your beings, man. Your locks are like your beings as well. So they communicate with you. So when you put your when you put your clear quartz, definitely, man, it will help you expand your hair. And why clear quartz? Because your crown chakra is a representation of the clear quartz. If you also want to expand your crown chakra, you must always put up your clear quartz on your hair and start to do your meditations. But if you're focusing the intent in growing your hair, I'm telling you, man, your hair will grow so fast and quickly. But another best way, you want to be in the sun. Sun gaze a lot, man, your hair will grow. Sun gaze a lot, your hair will grow. So yeah, man, so all of this crystals, man, like they are photon energy. First of all, something that you must understand, that they are photon energy. That is positive though. They have fire inside of them because they are souls, right? Your crystals are living, man. They are able to respond to you, man, when you communicate with them all the time. It's energy. They are connected with you. Whenever you put an intent, they listen to you. That's what they are here for, right? They are here to listen to you all the time. For people who say that this is evil, this is witchcraft, you're right, because your phones that you're actually carrying are witchcraft. But that's another thing, man. If you don't understand how to control that energy, it will control you. That's why a lot of you guys are like 24 hours on your phones. That's how powerful these crystals are. And for those who are saying that crystals don't work, listen, man, your phone is helping you to be able to receive messages right now, to send your CV to a next destination. Why? Because of these crystals are carrying that information. Your crystals and copper and gold, right? Some technology has diamonds inside of them in the small particles. They're able to produce and reproduce that energy for you to be able to actually use the technology at the best ability you can. So stop saying that crystals are evil because you don't understand what they're all about, man. Your whole entire body is a crystal, bro. Your organs, in order for them to function, is because of these crystals inside of your chakras. When you spin your chakras, you're activating these crystals at a highest energy degree. But you do not know that, right? Because you're thinking that crystals are evil. Do you need them? Not really. But because you have been stripped away of your power, you literally need them to actually get back right on track with your soul purpose. That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact, definitely, man. I see some people like saying people carry crystals, but they're not actually programmed. If it is a crystal that gives you protection, program it, talk to it, command it how to actually help and give you all that energy to serve you. It becomes so happy and excited all the time, man. But if you're just gonna carry your crystal, man, that they won't work for you, man. You're just gonna be like, nah, these crystals are not working, man. These things don't work. I've seen people commenting that these crystals don't work. Yeah, they'll never work on you, man, because you're not entirely connected, first of all. And that's another thing, man. When you put your whole faith in a crystal, bro, it'll never work for you. Don't put your whole faith. Because there's another thing, man. You're trying to stop this whole thing of having faith on something else that's outside of you. You have to know that you are in command of this crystal. Yes, you have to treat it well. You have to polish it. You have to cleanse it in order for it to actually work best for you. But you are in command of this crystal, not the other way around. You're not having faith in it. There's no such thing as faith, man. It's either you do it or you don't. There's no such thing as hope. It's either you stand up your ass and start doing it. There's no such thing of waiting for somebody. It's either you do it yourself. Because if you do not do it, man, nobody's going to come do it for you. Anybody who does come and do it for you, they want to reprogram your life and control you. And that is why most of the time I say, some of you guys, you deserve it to be mistreated because you're allowing it. You can't give your power away to somebody else, man. They'll take advantage of you, man. You cannot do that, man. Stop acting like a kid. right? Stop doing that, man. Stop letting anything that's outside of you take over your whole entire energy, and exchange it with your faith and have hope on it. Don't do that, man. Don't do that to yourself. Every time you're doing that, you're second guessing your power. And your power will never your power will never be with you at the fullest capacity, because you don't even actually trust your power. You're afraid of it, right? You don't want to use it to the fullest capacity. You want to extend it and give it to some other people, because you want to have faith on someone that's actually outside of you, the God that's outside of you, the being that's outside of you, man. You always want to do that. Don't do that to yourself, man. You're killing yourself. Hold the power. The power is within you, not without. Forget about without and focus what's inside of you, which is within. And that's how you learn, man. That's how you will learn.